tractor on one of our hay fields, and this is our first live stream. So please be kind because I am a little nervous. This is like not just a video, right? Even though we don't. Oh. Okay, now. Okay, so now. Okay, so we are here at the tractor on our in our one of our hay fields, and this is our first live stream, so bear with me, please be kind, because I am a little nervous because this is like, not a video, this is actually going to you guys as I am really talking. So but it's okay, it'll be all right. So a couple of things that I want to talk about tonight on my live stream. First, I wanted to thank all of my subscribers and all of the viewers. The other day, I posted a couple videos asking Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So actually it looks like I probably should say what I said again, because like I said, this is my first live stream, and actually I guess we have to wait for the people to come. So I got my first person. So whoever you are, just bear with us for a little. Let's get a couple more people before I start saying the stuff that I wanted to say. So you will have missed it all if I say it all before all the people come to the viewing. So, okay, so thank you for whoever the first person was, whoever you are. Very excited that you signed in to watch this. And now should we talk about when we wait for the guests? I don't know. This is definitely different than our video. So as you can see, well, look around. We can look around the hayfield. So we mowed. I can say this because we have a video of it. That we mowed this, and I finished mowing this field the other night. And it was like almost dark when it got finished. So now, starting tomorrow, it's going to be raked. So we'll have a video of raking the field. And then this weekend, the person who bales it for us, because we do not have our own baler yet, they'll come and bale it this weekend. So, and then then we'll be done with the hay for the year. So we're really happy about that. This is our third cutting. Now this field though probably actually would get one more cutting, which would be really amazing. That would be 4 cuttings off of one field in 1 year, because this has a lot of good alfalfa in it, and if you keep cutting alfalfa, it will keep growing. So if you let it grow, and our neighbor, one of our really dear neighbors, yesterday actually, he stopped by and talked to us, and he said, I have a trick for you. I have a trick for you that if you keep cutting alfalfa, it won't die. So cut it right before it frosts, and then that way you'll cut it, it'll frost, it'll keep it good, and then it'll come back next. So you don't have to like keep replanting it, right? So that's why we say this field is our only field that really has alfalfa in it. So this is the field that we will cut right before it frosts again. So that'll be really amazing. Okay, so I think maybe now I have enough guests on, so I can go back to the beginning that I was talking about. Okay, so anyways, back to the beginning. So the reason that we're doing this first live stream, like I said, and this is the first one, so I'm a little nervous, but I think that I'm getting calmer, so it'll be good, but work with me here. So a year ago today is when we first started this channel, and we were really kind of like a little unsure about it, but we were just going to do it. And so we said to ourselves, well, wouldn't it be cool if the first year to get 1,000 subscribers? And lo and behold, with God's blessing, using you guys to help us, we are like 9 people away, 9 subscribers away from having 1,000 subscribers in the first year. And so it's like 7, a little after 7. So we have like 5 hours, I think, until midnight. So please, 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 if you're not subscribed, subscribe. But if you already subscribed, then thank you so much, so much. We're so thankful, so thankful. So, okay, anyway, so that's why we're doing the live stream. So this is like first for me to do live, and I'm really excited about it. And I really hope to now, as you know, now that we have more subscribers, because you need to have a certain amount before you can even do live stream. So now that we have enough, I really want to try to do live streams maybe like once a week or maybe once a month or something like that. So we'll see how that works. But anyways, so now the second reason that we're doing live stream at the tractor, because you guys might say, well, why did you go back to the tractor to do the live stream? Well, the reason is because when I finished cutting or mowing this hay the other night, and we posted that video, and that, I think it was actually a short, but it still was a video. It has a lot of views and a lot of comments, which were really nice comments because people were trying to help me understand. I'll show you in a second when we go in the tractor, understand how the tractor works. So I really like the comments. They were really nice. I love it when people comment because it's like talking to me. And it's kind of hard when you're doing this and, you know, you don't have anybody talking back to you, but that's why the comments are so cool to read afterwards, because it's like the people are really, you know, you guys are like interested, right? And I was like, my husband said he never seen me so excited about this until today when I saw that we were like literally almost at 1,000 subscribers, because I never thought I was interesting. I never thought people would ever listen to me, but it looks like people do want to hear me, and I do try to help you guys, and so that I feel blessed that people actually find me interesting. So thank you. Anyway, so we came back to the tractor because I was going to kind of tell you guys about the tractor a little bit more, so then those people who were trying to help me would understand a little bit more about, so because I think that they didn't quite understand about how this tractor really, what kind it was, so they were telling me a thing that wasn't quite the right thing, but I'm going to tell you guys what it really is. So let's go inside. And also though, just to let you guys know, the only reason I know what I know is from my husband, because he knows it all and he teaches me so I can teach you. So let's go inside the tractor. I don't want to take credit for something that I learned. My husband taught me, but that's what he's supposed to do. He's my husband, right? So he helps me that way I can do this stuff, because sometimes he has to be gone for work, right? So he wants to teach me so then I don't feel like helpless while he's at work, right? So it's all good, right? Okay, so here we're inside the tractor. So this is what the comment was. This black thing right here. So how you start the tractor, you pull this out, this black thing. This is called, okay, so this is where the thing on the comments, people thought this was the choke, right? And they said, after when I started it, because you pull it out and then you turn the key. So I'm gonna do it really quick, all right? But then I'll turn it off when I talk again. Okay, so then you pull this black thing out, you turn the key, you push on the clutch, and you push the button. Okay? That's not. And I'm gonna turn it off. So now, everybody on the video, because when I did that and then I started driving it, they said, push in the black thing, push in the choke, push in the choke. This is not a choke, actually, because this is a diesel engine. Diesel engines don't have chokes. So this is actually the mechanical fuel shutoff. So as you just saw, if I pushed in the black thing when I started it, it will turn it off. So it was really nice. Those comments were really nice. And like I said, keep helping me, because sometimes you guys would know and I wouldn't know. So, but that was just a funny, cute thing, because yeah, that would have been funny. So I push that in and then it shuts it off. So that's how you turn it off. So really not the key. If you didn't have to do anything with the key. Now, the only reason you would turn the key off would because to save the battery. You don't want the battery to go dead. But otherwise, you could turn it on and off while it's going, as long as this black thing is pulled out, because that's not what turns it on and off. Now, another thing though, with the diesel engine, and I'll show you really quick before I show you also about how to cut with it, is on this side of it. Okay, so this little thing right here, you unscrew this part right here, and then this little thing comes out, and you can, it's called a plunger. So if you ever, and then it takes the air out of the fuel line, right? So if you ever run out of fuel and it gets air in there, that's when you would use that. Otherwise, you wouldn't use it. But if you get air in it, you got to pump out the air and it pumps it out. And so, because this is a diesel engine, doesn't have a carburetor because it doesn't use gas. It uses diesel fuel, and it has an injector pump. So here's the injector pump with injectors up here. Now this year, because this is an old tractor, as you can tell, we were very blessed by one of our neighbors that we got to buy this, because, you know, a big tractor like this nowadays, very expensive. We cannot afford a brand new tractor. And so we were blessed that our neighbor let us buy this. It was in pretty rough shape when we got it. We struggled a couple years, winters and springs, and using it, but, you know, to get it to work right. But this year we were able to get it rebuilt for the most part. So it has a new injector pump, new injectors, the fuel lines, you know, all this stuff, oil, you know, everything that needs to be done got redone. So that's why now it starts very, very, very smoothly. And so this is kind of the mechanics of this part of it. So now we'll go inside the tractor and I'll show you how I start the mowing part, which is also called a swather or a haybine, like a combine, but it cuts hay. Okay, so what you do, these are the steps to start the mower. So first we're going to turn on the tractor. So we'll pull this out, turn the key, push in the clutch, push the button. Now, that's the gas. Go fast or slow. So this right here starts the PTO shaft, which starts the mower. That's the long thing. The PTO shaft connects the tractor to the attachment or the equipment. In this case, it's the mower. So if you go back there, and I'll turn it on. You'll see it says 50. That's the PTO. Okay, so that's what that is. So now we're going to turn it off. You have to turn it off. Okay, now I'm going to turn this off for you. You can put this black thing in. Turn it off. Okay. Now I can just show you in here what else you have to do. So after you turn on the tractor, you start the PTO shaft, which starts the mower. Then over here, if you can see, this right here, like I said, is the gas. So down to 1 is slow, not very much fuel. Yeah, I'm sorry, fuel, not gas. And then you push it up to 5 to go faster. So this is, you know. Okay, so then right here, it's in low, neutral, high. Okay. Over here is what moves the attachments up and down. So this middle one for a mower is what moves it up and down to mow it or to not mow it. So you go up to lower it so it will mow. So like when we were going down, we had it down, and then but when we were turning, we would lift it up. I would pull it back to me, and then it would lift up the mower. It would stop mowing, so I could turn and I could go down the next line, you know, to the next lane. So that is what that does right there. And also, when I was mowing, we had it in third gear low. Okay, and then but right now it's in neutral. You don't want it to be. It would go right. So okay, so that is all of the steps to mowing. And then when you're done, you're just done, right? So, and then also see, and when you go, as you can see, it kind of lines it all up. So if you see how all the hay is lined up, all that was just going up and back, kind of around. Well, actually, it was more like a circle or a square, I suppose you could say, not up and back. It would, we would go up, stop mowing, turn, then lower it again, and then like that. So, and then it makes it in nice lines. And then now when it gets raked, which we'll show a video of that, that's going to make going to fluff up all that hay, because on the bottom part, you don't want that hay to be green. You want it to be dried out. So as you can see, the top part is brown. So it's got dried out. So now the rake is going to put the it's going to put the rows together more, and it's going to fluff it up and flip it to where, so now the bottom part can get dried out from the sun. So that's why we're really blessed this week with no rain. So the top part gets dried, it'll get raked tomorrow, it'll dry a couple of days, and then it'll get baled. So that's how you get dry hay. So, okay, that's good. Okay, so let's see. So that's about mowing the hay. And like I said, these are both old equipment, but we are blessed that we were able to buy them and we're paid for them. And so we don't have, to keep paying on them because we couldn't afford it. But if we couldn't do it with old equipment, we wouldn't be able to be doing what we're doing. We farmed a lot of years with no tractors because we couldn't afford a tractor. So really it wasn't until we finally bought the farm we live at now that we got our first tractor, and actually it came with the farm, which we were so blessed and so excited to finally have our own tractor when we bought our farm. So we were just like ecstatic about that. And then that was our smallest tractor. And then our medium tractor we got from one of our neighbors. Again, such a blessing because, it wasn't very much money. It was an older one. And now this one from another neighbor we were able to buy. So now we have 3 size tractors. And so they all do different stuff because they're different sizes. So yeah. And then like I said, we have the mowers and then we have the rakes. We don't have the baler yet. Now those are expensive. So it's going to be a few years, of course, until we can afford our own baler. But it's nice that there's people around that will bale hay for you. I mean, you have to pay them, but that is kind of like their side business that they will bale hay. So that's really nice. So, yeah, so I think that's all about the hay and about the tractors. So now I will say really quick too, is that this evening also, after this live stream, we're going to do our pears. We're going to can our pears and make our pear jelly. And I will do a video of that. And because we have a really cool way that we learned a couple of years ago that we never knew. We learned it from a lady, and how to actually get the juice out from the fruit, from apples or pears, without actually using the fruit itself. So we can use the fruit for the apples, we're going to freeze it to be able to use it for lots of different things, or eat it if you want. And then the pears, we're going to can them because we don't really like frozen pears. We like canned pears better. So we're going to freeze or can them. But then you can also, but even though we're using the meat part of the fruit for those things, we can still get the juice out and make delicious jelly, apple and pear jelly. So I'm going to show you that trick. So come back, maybe tomorrow or in a couple of days, and you'll see the video for pear jelly and apple jelly. So that'll be really exciting. And then after we do that, our fruit will be done this year. So this is in the beginning of September, and our fruit will finally be done. So now we still have our vegetables going on. It is winding down, but we planted our garden late this year, so that's why our vegetables actually are later than our fruit. Last year, it was opposite. Our vegetables were over and before the fruit was over. So it just really depends on when we plant our garden. Will depend on if the fruit or the vegetables ended first, because the fruit's already been planted, so it always is the same for the most part every year, depending on the weather. But the vegetables, it's up to us when we'll get it planted. So, okay. So now, okay, so let's see. What else should we talk about? Well, let's talk about another thing. We'll talk about my closing comment. Will be my note of encouragement, because that's my favorite part. Those are my favorite videos to do. And I will leave you with this. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And that is Psalm 23:5, I believe. 23:6. And that's part of Psalm 23. So anyways, that is one of my near and dear Bible verses that I go to a lot. It's written on my wall. I have had it written on my wall for a lot of years. It really has encouraged me on days that I wake up or during the day, and if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I'm feeling stressed out, anxious, or anything. If I read that, if I see that, it just, God places calm all over me, and it really helps me. And I hope that it will help you as well. So thanks again for watching my live stream. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. My views have been going through the roof too. So thank you so much, because that is all that helps. I mean, all this stuff kind of goes hand in hand and helps to push us, higher up into the YouTube system, I guess you could call it, which in turn is able for us to be able to bless as many people as we can. So thank you so much, and keep watching and subscribing and liking, and have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.